Hi, this is Ashley,
I'm James.
and we're here to give an IVF update. It's been 6 months or more since the last one, and a lot has happened in that time.
So, at the end of September, we went in for our second transfer, and after our transfer, Ashley was technically pregnant again, and we did our beta testing, and things were looking good, and then I'd say maybe like a week before we had our ultrasound, Ashley had some bleeding, which was obviously a big sign for concern, and we went in for our ultrasound, and we didn't see a fetus, and we did see a hematoma or a bleed in Ashley's uterus, and we had to...
It's on the outside.
No.
Outside of the gestational sac.
Okay. On the outside of the gestational sac. And so we had to go do more testing and to confirm that, that pregnancy was lost. And, after that, Ashley did a DNC, had a DNC done, and we had to wait a few more months to go in for our third transfer, and then...
Well, we had to do some testing prior to the third transfer, and one of the things that we had done showed that there were polyps in my uterus, so I had to have surgery before we could do a third transfer. So I had surgery in January, and then we went into the transfer in February last month.
Yep. So we went in for our third transfer, and the beta tests again were looking good. Ashley was showing additional signs and symptoms of pregnancy. She was like fatigued and feeling nauseous, and so all signs were looking good. And then we went in for our ultrasound, and again we didn't see a fetus, and so they thought that maybe we were just a little early, so we went in a week later, which was this past Friday, and saw no changes. And by that time we should have seen a fetus, and we should have heard a heartbeat. So the person doing our ultrasound confirmed that we were again in a situation where we're having a miscarriage. So it was, like a brutal blow. I was so sure this time around, I felt confident everything was gonna go well, and our second transfer was just bad luck, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for us.
Yeah, I wasn't as hopeful this time around. I was, because of the second transfer and what happened, and I was pregnant until I wasn't, and I miscarried. I was just scared the whole time. I've been afraid to even say I'm pregnant, just because of that miscarriage in November. So I was kind of expecting bad news, but still trying to hope for the best. So I've been a little smidge less emotional this time around. I'm still really sad, and I just kind of, I don't know, I'm not very hopeful for this whole process. I wish I was, but I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm drained emotionally, physically. The combination of the stress and all of the hormones that I've been on, the surgeries that I've been through, it's been a lot on my body. I don't feel like myself. My body doesn't feel like mine. And, I keep telling myself it's for a good cause, it's for a good thing, it's what we want, and I do want it, but I don't know. It's really hard. And kind of being in limbo right now, we're pretty sure the writing's on the wall. There were no changes. When I was pregnant with Cora, the 7-week ultrasound was my first ultrasound, and clear as day, the little fetus and the heartbeat were there, so I know what it's supposed to look like. So I don't really expect anything to change, and it just sucks to have to have this drag on and have to be sure, because this is a very wanted pregnancy, that there's no chance that it's gonna happen, because it just, from now on, the appointments are all on me because of COVID. Even though we've both been vaccinated, he can't come to the appointments, so I have to sit in doctor's appointments and confirm more than once with complete strangers that this pregnancy isn't viable, and it's hard. So, we haven't talked to our doctor, our fertility doctor, yet. I'm hoping to hear from him tomorrow so we can talk about what's next. I have concerns because the second transfer and this transfer kind of ended the same, with the exception of we had the SCH, which is the bleed, last time. And so our doctor thought that the SCH is what caused the fetus to stop growing and and caused the miscarriage, but the growth stopped at the same point this time. Looks like around 5 weeks. We saw a gestational sac, we saw a yolk sac, and nothing else. That's exactly what it looked like last time. So, these are genetically tested embryos. In theory, they're supposed to be genetically normal. So I don't really know. I don't know what to think, and I'm trying not to spiral. But that's hard to do. So, it's going to be, I think, a couple weeks before we can see an end or have a game plan, a real game plan. Just trying to take it one day at a time for now, and trying not to get stuck in a hole of sadness and self-pity. But it's hard. Stuff is tough. So, it's been hard to keep up with these videos with work and life and, Cora, and just trying to stay emotionally healthy through all of this stress. So, hopefully we will do another update video in the near future. But, we're just trying to hold on right now. So, that's where we're at.
It's tough to stay motivated.
Yeah.
But do our best.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.